All right, seventh grade, welcome back for the third installment of lesson 1.3, subtracting integers. This is your favorite math teacher, Mr. Paredes, and we're going to go over some word problems here to help you out with pages 23 and 24. All right, so let's look at example number 1 here. Kat had a balance of negative $9 in her saving account. After making a deposit, she has $20 in her account. What is the overall change to her account? All right. So when we're looking at these kind of equations or these problems, we want to set it up and find the difference, right? So the difference would equal our final value minus the initial value. All right. So in this equation, we want to see what is our final value and what is our initial value. So the final value would be $20 because that's what she ended up with in her account, right? Positive 20. And we're going to subtract the initial value, which was what she started with, negative $9. Right? So she started with a negative 9 and she finished with 20, a positive 20. So here we have our equation. All right, now we want to find the difference. And remember, we talked about adding to the opposite, right? So I want to add to the opposite of negative 9, which is a positive 9. Okay, so what is 20 plus 9? Just 29, right? So that means Kat has $29 or had a difference of $29 in her account. That was the overall change. All right, guys, so let's look at this last example here on this video. So example number 2. A scientist conducts 2 experiments in which he records the temperature of some gases that are being heated. The table shows the initial temperature and the final temperature for each gas. All right, so we want to get the change in each one, right, for each gas A and gas B. So let's go ahead and look at gas A. All right, so we have our initial temperature here and our final there. Right, so remember, like we did on the problem before, we want to take the final minus the initial. So for gas A, I'm going to go negative 5 minus negative 15. Okay, so again, we want to add the opposite. I have negative 5 plus, and the opposite of negative 15 is going to be positive 15. Okay, so negative 5 plus 15 now. From here, we want to subtract our absolute values because they're different signs, right? We're adding and it's different signs. So I'm going to go 15, take away 5, which gives me 10 degrees. So we have a difference of 10 degrees. Okay, and if you notice, the absolute value of the larger number is positive, but we have a change of 10 degrees here for gas A. Okay, now looking at gas B. All right, so let's look at gas B. So in this one, we have an initial value or temperature of negative 4 degrees Celsius and a final of negative 4 degrees Celsius. All right, so we're going to subtract these, right? I'm going to take my final minus my initial temperature. Now again, we want to add the opposite, add to the opposite. So I'm going to add to the opposite of -4, which is +4. And here, if you notice, we have a -4 plus +4. These are opposites, right? It's an additive inverse, a sum of additive inverses, which is always 0. All right, so for gas B, there was a change of 0 degrees. Okay, now that's how you're doing it. When they give you a table and they're asking for the change of temperature or any kind of value, right? The difference of any values. Remember to take your final value and subtract the initial value from it. Okay, so the final value minus the initial value. All right, guys, so that's it for lesson 1.3. I know you'll have another assignment tomorrow for Thursday, but you can use these 3 videos to help you with that last assignment too. And if there's ever anything you're not understanding in one of the videos, maybe you missed it, just didn't quite understand it, didn't quite get it, look at it again. Review the video again one more time to see if, maybe you'll understand it the second time you hear it or third time. But always, always, always feel free to contact me, ask me questions. All right. Um, in our online classes, obviously, you can ask me for help at any time whenever we're doing our work and stuff. And then for you packet students, feel free to contact me through Class Dojo. Okay. Email. I do have afternoon hours to, you know, um, go over stuff with any of my students. So if you're struggling with something, contact me so we can do that. A little afternoon tutoring session, if that's what it takes for you guys to understand what we're doing in class, okay? Because that's the main goal, is for you guys to understand what we're doing and how we're doing it, okay? So as always, you guys take care. I hope these videos are helping you. I hope they're useful to you. Um, always feel free to like and subscribe, share the videos as much as you like. And that's totally up to you. I'm not here for that. This is just to help out any 7th grade students like yourself. All right. So, as always, you guys take care. Thank you for watching my video.